In a remote, deserted town in the United States, an oil crew is drilling a well, and as the drill goes deeper and deeper, a thick cloud of smoke suddenly drifted to the surface, and a pungent odor of decay. The foreman asked the workers to pull out the drill. The drill bit was found to be covered with a residue that looked like human tissue. A doctor of science carefully took samples. Afterwards, the foreman called an excavator to dig the hole, but when the hole was opened, everyone was shocked. There was a body buried upright in the pit. Curious people gathered around to check it out, but suddenly a hand came out from inside. This scene made all present feel unbelievable. This guy was buried in the ground and he was still alive. What's even more outrageous? This man was screaming in Old French, as if he was signaling for help. So they rescued the man first, and handed him a warm cup of boiling water. The man took a few sips of the water. He began to talk at length. His expression showed that he was very scared, but due to the language barrier, the crowd had no idea what the man wanted. But the man became more and more agitated. The doctor next to him tried to calm him down, but at that moment, something came out of the man's nose. It was like the tentacles of an octopus. The doctor who witnessed it was so scared that he stepped back, because the tentacles quickly retracted. The others thought that what the doctor saw was just snot from the man's nose, but the doctor was convinced that what he had just seen was real. As a biologist, immediately became interested, so he called for help to hold the man down. The doctor wanted to take his blood for testing, but while he was doing so, a tentacle came out of the man's ear. The crowd warned the bearded man to keep a distance from the man. This scene was right in the bearded man's blind spot. He was still half convinced by everyone's words. After collecting blood samples, he decided to leave the man here for observation. He and his assistant went to do some research first, leaving the foreman alone to keep watch. Soon it was time for lunch. Whitebeard told the foreman to eat first. He was kind enough to bring the man a sandwich. But when Whitebeard was bored, he took out his pocket knife to trim his nails. But the man put down the sandwich, and asked Whitebeard to give him the knife, and made a gesture of killing himself. Looks like he wants to kill himself. And of course, Whitebeard couldn't give it to him, although the man explained to him many times, but to no avail. When Whitebeard was distracted, the man quickly grabbed the dagger. In an instant, the two men were locked in a tense confrontation. Due to copyright issues, please watch the original movie on your own.